Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I just wanted to take a few minutes because I kind of found this little bit of a storage idea that I started yesterday, so I thought maybe I would share with you guys. I don't know if this is anything that could help you, but maybe if you don't have these exact things to use, that maybe something will spark an idea in your mind for storing your stencils. Now, I have this box, and I got this box at Tuesday morning. It was just really pretty. I bought a couple of them. I mean, look how pretty that is. So, and they're cheap, right? You know, you get, sometimes their stuff's like already on sale. So it was only, I don't know how much it was, but I mean, it's been a couple years. They have different ones, I think, all the time now. I keep my stencils like this. This is just what I've been doing for a little while because it just sits on my shelf. I can pull it down, flip through, and see the stencils. Now, one thing this has made me realize is I don't need any more stencils for a while. So unless, I would like another brick one. I did recently order this one from Honeybee Stamps. I'll just show you real quick. It's bricks. Kind of hard to see there, I guess, but I would like a little bit bigger of a brick one. But all I did was took them and divided them. These were close to my heart. They come in a big 12 by 12. And so, but it's like one 12 by 12 has like 9 different designs. And instead of keeping them all together on that 12 by 12, I knew I wouldn't use it because I have some 12 by 12s that I never remember to use. So I just trimmed them down. And then I took just some white cardstock, and I have the tab punch by We Are Memory Keepers, and I will try to remember to link that below if that is something you don't have and are interested. You can always, I think, check Tuesday morning. Sometimes they may have it. I don't really know on that one. So I just made, I don't even know the size. I just made some dividers that would work so that the divider would stick out above the stencils. And most of the stencils that they have nowadays and that I have are kind of like 6 by 6 sizes. So I had the stencils in here. Let me show you what I haven't done. I have them in here just kind of thrown in here, you can see. But you know, stencils, they get stuck on other stencils and it's like they don't want to go in there. Oh, that's a bigger one. I'm trying to push down a bigger one. You know, they get caught on each other in different spots. And not only that, but a couple of times if they don't get completely clean, I think I have a like a firework one that I didn't clean super well. And it's kind of sticking to another one. Here it is here. So you can see it's not sticking bad, but it's annoying. But I really like this box because, I mean, you can see how super easy it is to flip through. I know a lot of people keep them in binders and things like that. If you wanted to do this trick and keep them in a binder somehow, that would work. But I like this easy flip in and easy flip out. I can take it out, and even when I'm done, I kind of just put them in the front here, and then I will organize them a little more because we all... If you're like me, I will put stuff away after I'm done, but not always completely put away when I'm done. So what I started thinking was, I have all these page protectors that have just been sitting around because I bought a lot of pocket page protectors years ago, and I bought the page protectors because Simple Stories came out with, you know, those... it was the Simple Stories. So they have like the large, I'll show you here, actually. So they have like the large one pocket on this side and then 3 4 by 6. I have all different kinds of configurations. And they've just been sitting around and I was ready to get rid of them. And I thought, I don't even know. I'll show you what I was doing. This is kind of what gave me the idea. For my peel-offs, I took some of I noticed on occasion some of the peel-offs, if they were squished together, would stick together a little bit. So I wanted to divide them somehow. So for the longest time, I've had them in these Avery L pockets. And it didn't really bother me that it stuck up above. I don't really like that it has the plastic on the side, but this is if you have any of these laying around. I tried looking for envelopes now that they're making slimline cards. I tried looking for envelopes that were kind of this size, but I think the envelopes you get are slightly too small this way, but I didn't look very hard. Maybe you can find some. So what I did was I took out some of my page protectors, and I have Doodlebug, which are a lot of Doodlebug ones that are extra, and they load from the side. So I don't know if that would make a difference on which ones. No, because you'd be able to figure it out. Anyways, I'm switching to all my page protectors to scrapbook.com's page protectors because they're good quality and a little bit cheaper. So that's why I have so many extra page protectors. But what I did was I just trimmed the bottom of the 12 by 12 page protector, and I cut it to 10 inches. It's 10 inches long, and it's just like a 4 1/4 high. And I could do it shorter if I needed to. I just kind of liked that it gave a little bit of extra room, and then if you have more. So, and then I just taped the ends with box tape. I don't think you can see that really. But I tried using my fuse tool, but it was just easier to grab some tape. So I am switching over to all of these. I need to find more of my empty page protectors and do the rest of these. But they're really nice because they keep them kind of separate. Let me see if I have a big group. So here's some of, like, there's a whole bunch of this color. Are these the sway ones? I've been loving those sway glittery ones. So the last sale, I bought a few. But see how nicely they sit in there? So that's one thing you can do. If you would like to use the Doodlebug page protectors, which are a little easier, I will leave a link below if you want to pick some up. But I think any page protector would probably work for you. So that's what started me on this idea. As you can see, I'm not done with that. So then I saw my stencils and I started to organize those. I kind of cleaned a lot this weekend. I'm changing my I changed my die storage recently. I'm working on my stamp storage now, and I'm trying to put things more within reach. Mostly my stamps, because I've mentioned a few times I'm not buying any more stamps because I never use them. But now I'm starting to slowly move them into a drawer that's right next to me. But I will talk more about that in another video. But as I was cleaning everything up, I thought, oh, I'll just go ahead and look at my stencils. And then I had the page protectors to the side of my desk, and I thought, excuse me, I wondered how well they would fit into here. So sure enough, this works perfectly for me. So what I did is I took, and this is, I don't know the what do you call it, the We Are ones or any other page protector brand. I don't know if, since these are side loading, how well they would work, but you could give them a try. So what I did was I'm going to cut off, let me grab, I wonder if I have a close piece of paper where you can kind of see. Let's try the blue. See, you can see it's one big one. So what I do here is I cut along here so that it stays closed. This big pocket will still stay closed. These will be open. So I cut along, trying to get it there for you. I cut on the right hand side of this side that's together. I'm hoping that makes sense. So that these will be open, but this will still be closed at the bottom. And then, so that's for this side. And then I cut off, so I'll just go ahead and do that for you guys actually. And this cutter seems to work pretty good. The one thing I've noticed is that this cutter is not as big as the page protector, because page protectors are usually a little bit larger than 12 inches. So sometimes right here there will be a little stringy piece, but I just yank it right off. So now you're left with this. again, it still is closed along the bottom. So you have this big pocket. And then I will cut off, you wouldn't have to if you don't, well, to fit in this box, I would need to. Whatever you store them in is up to you. But I cut off this part here with the holes because I don't need it. And it doesn't matter, there's like a, I usually cut on the one side of the line, hang on. See what I mean? How it doesn't go the whole 12, so I just kind of pull it apart. So this one here has the line that keeps it together, but since it's side loading, I don't need it. So it doesn't matter where you cut this side at. And then just get rid of that. And now I have, and here's the little string piece I was telling you about, and I just pull it right off. Now I have one big pocket, but to fit my 6x6 stencils, I will now take it on one end, and I go about 6 inches, and I cut it. And just to make it fit in the box just a little easier, I cut the other side at 6 inches. If you cut it exactly in half, it all depends on your storage, what you would, the size, the thickness, but I want these to sit in and out of the box super easy. So now I have, all I have to do is take, let's see, I got through there, I got butterflies done. Now floral, so my leaf stencil here. And the cool thing is that doing it this way, you have kind of a double open, so it's super easy to get the stencils in and out, and they're gonna stay because there's no way for them to come out in the box. You could, if you didn't store them in the box or you wanted a full side, you could, you know, change the way you're cutting them or add tape to the edge, different things like that, or cut them a little larger. There's all kinds of different ways, or, you know, maybe you just have some, you know, plastic laying around you could fuse together if you have a fuse tool. Many different things, but this is what's working best for me. So once it's in there, and like I said, it easily goes in and out, super easy. I just kind of, you know, kind of bend it with my hands and put it on in. So it goes in and out, and it does stick out a little bit for me on the side, but I don't really mind that because it just doesn't matter to me. So I'm going to take out all my floral ones real quick. And now you can see it sits in there, so they're all nice and neat, and I can take them in and out, you know, and they don't get stuck on each other, and I can easily flip through. It's not going to get stuck. If it's sticky, it'll stick to the plastic. I haven't dealt with that yet. I don't, but usually modeling pastes and stuff that most of you have, the only one that's really sticking is the one I used to put the foil, the tacky when dry something or other, which is really fun to use. And if you clean it off good, it's not a problem. It's just my user error is what that one was. But it's just a tiny bit sticky, and I could go back and probably clean it a little more. I just haven't done it. So this way I can, yeah, easily flip through. They go in and out, like you know, they're not getting stuck on each other. That one did because the page protector's a little, I might just replace that one actually. I think I will. Either maybe cut that off or something. But I mean, look how nice they go in and out, and they don't come out of the plastic. Even, I don't know, picking them up from the left side, but you could put the open side on whatever side you wanted to. I'm putting all the open sides on the same side just because my OCD likes it that way. So that is that. So I'm going to take this other one. I will save that for a different stencil. So put this with my hearts. Now, the Tim Holtz stencils, I have the same way. But what I did was I took from that page protector, you get the 3 4x6 that are left over. And now the Tim Holtz, I first cut it to the 4x6. It will not fit in the 4x6. So all I did was cut it so that it's, again, has 2 open sides. So I cut it here. You can see it's got an open side here. So the two closed sides are the side and the bottom. And I do that with 2 of them. And that also leaves me with 1 closed 4x6. So this one's closed, this one's not. And I know it's hard to kind of see, but the Tim Holtz ones in the 4x6 just kind of slide in and out just as easily too. You can see that there. Oh, and there's another one of those little strings. Different cutters will cut differently too, so practice with your cutter. This one works really well for cutting this type of thing, but now it's protected. Now if I do have page protectors, I could go back and make bigger ones because I'm not sure if you can tell the stencil sticks out a little bit more than the other ones, but it's okay because in my opinion it's still protected and it still goes, you know, in and out without getting caught on anything, and nothing's getting caught on it. The other one I did, I mentioned these close to my heart ones that I cut to 4x4. Same thing. I simply had, let me put that paper away. I simply had a 4x4, a page protector with a bunch of 4x4s. Let's see, I think this is one. Let me pull that paper back down. So here's one with 4x4s. Again, these are side loading because they're Doodlebug, and that's how they do their page protectors. But I think for the 4x4s, anything would work. The 4x6s, anything would work. So I just cut along here, so, and then here, and then into thirds. And I did end up with some 4x4s that were open on 2 sides, whereas these are in 4x4s that are closed. So let me show you that there. You can kind of see, oops. I know there's glare and stuff. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to show you guys without. So see, this one's closed on all 4 sides, but it goes in pretty easy. These slide in and out pretty easy. I mean, they do get a little stuck depending on the design, but I like them in these. So since they're smaller, I just feel like they're a little bit more protected. And if you kept these as a 12x12, you wouldn't even need, you know, you wouldn't even need to use them like this. But so those are for those. But look at how nice. I don't know, I just feel like this is really nice. If I have some Scraptastic, if you were a member of Scraptastic, I have a bunch of their stencils they started sending in their kits, and they fit great, obviously, into one of the 4x6 pockets. This has all 3 sides. I think that's about it. I do have a few that I got off of a free table that I don't even know if I'll keep, or, you know, whatever. I think they're just like Joann's for old style type of stenciling, not necessarily scrapbooks, but they were on a free table at a crop, so I thought I'd try them. I think that I do have one. Where's my butterflies? I do have one. I want to say this is Kaiser Craft, and the only reason I think that is because this one here is Kaiser Craft, and they're both green, but they are 2 different greens. But this one is just a little tag anyway, but it fits, again, into the 4x6 pocket with all 3 sides closed. So this was just a little hint or a little trick. I have more to do for these larger ones, like this one. I will, again, it's just a tiny bit sticky. Let's stick it in one of the, while you guys are right here. And something like as intricate as this brick one, I mean, you can see why it's, now it's not going to get caught on everything. So I will take bigger ones like this and still put it in the 6x6, and it will stick up above the here a little bit, but that's okay, because it's protected as far as going in and out of the box. I'm not worried about it being protected from anything else, just not getting stuck on each other in the box. So that's what I will do. I'll just do the same thing for that. I know that they sell, or some of you might have, I know I have, I don't know where they are, but I have some page protectors that are 4 6x6 slots, and maybe those would work better. But as far as this goes, I am really, you know, I'm excited about this. Again, it also showed me that I don't need to buy any more stencils anytime soon. Although I do believe I have one coming from my little scrapbook store already. But so yeah, take a look at what you have around the house. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy anything. I'm trying to think, maybe even the dollar store would have some kind of plastic sleeves. You could always go to the dollar store and the 12 by 12 bags, maybe somehow the Ziploc bags, or, you know, maybe even, I don't know how big Ziploc bags are, or the cost really, how cost effective that would be. But if you don't have page protectors or something like that, maybe that would be a good solution. But just take a look around your house and see what you have. And now my stencils not only slide in super easy, they're easy to flip through. I can see, the only thing I thought about possibly doing along with this is putting a paper in, like either a white paper or a dark paper, so I could see what the stencil is itself. Some of these are a little easier to see, but I'm not going to really worry about that for right now. I'm trying to find one that's maybe not as easy to see. The clear ones, but once you pull them out, you can see them a little better. You know, I can kind of flip through and see. But they're easy to flip through. They slide in and out. They don't get caught on each other. Here's another one that, you know, I put in the 4x6 with the side open because it's the Tim Holtz. And they won't stick to each other. So I'm super excited about this solution. I will keep you updated if I love it, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love it. And like I said, these were all extra page protectors that I had lying around. So take a look at what you have. I don't know, maybe if you could make your own from paper, how well that would work, because if they get sticky, if they would stick to your paper. But if you're really good at cleaning them, then it wouldn't matter. So let me know what you think below. Let me know if you have any more questions. If there's a certain stencil you saw that maybe you would want a link to, let me know. These are all kinds of crazy ones, and I don't even know if some of them are still available, but I will try to help. I will say I cannot put links in the comment section. I have people say, hey, where'd you get that ruler? What is that ruler? And I can't put a link. I can't comment. YouTube blocks it because people leave links. So, but I will try to go back and add it if you really need it or can't find it. So I think that is it. I hope that you guys have fun organizing, and I shall see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.